If you want to learn the easy way to mount a fan, a beard, and some feet on a pre-made plaque, stay tuned. On this episode, we're going to show you how to mount a turkey fan. Today we got a bunch of turkey fans in front of us that we've shot in previous years. We're going to mount this fan right here, which Jackson shot last year on his first year of turkey hunting. If you'd like to check that video out, I'll leave a link up here in the corner. So this is the one that we're going to mount with Jackson. It's been curing and drying out for the last year. We've had it pinned to a cardboard, and I'll show you some other fans that we have. So this one here is still pinned to the cardboard. My wife shot 2 years ago. So we're going to take this off now, and we'll do another video in a few weeks here to show how to remove a fan from a turkey. But this is the borax and stuff that we put on there to dry it out. We'll be mounting this one in the next couple weeks. And then we have another one here, one that I shot last year with Jackson while we were turkey hunting. I shot a young bird, so it's not a full one, but we're going to mount this one and use this for the decoys. We're going to put this on our tom decoy so we have a nice realistic fan. Alright, now that we got Jackson's fan all ready here, we're just going to set this aside, and then we're going to we're also going to mount the feet. We dry the feet out too. Jackson's bird here did not have any spurs. He just started growing some spurs, but we're going to mount these alongside of it. And then of course I like to mount the license with it. We tie it around one of the feet and put that in the mount too. So that's Jackson's license from last year. And then here is the beard from his bird. Even though it was a younger bird, it had a pretty good beard. But we're going to prepare this beard a little bit more. I'm going to use a scissors, and I'm going to trim off some of this extra feathers and stuff because we don't need any of that on here. So I'll just get some of this pulled off and cut off. Just clean that up a little bit. We did the same thing when we removed this. We just dip that in some borax and dry that out real nice and get it nice and cured. This has been sitting with the fan since last year, so both of these are really nice and cured out. And now that we got that dried up, cleaned up, that'll be ready to mount with the fan. Jackson picked out this darker wood mount to mount his fan on. It's a pretty nice choice, Jackson.
Yeah.
So we'll get this opened up. So in your kit here, you're going to have a back plate, a couple screws, and then you're going to have the wood mount itself. These come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes. Some are a little longer, some are a little bigger, some have some designs on it. But Jackson went with this nice dark wood. It's really nice. It's going to look good on the wall. Alright, first things first is we're going to open up our bag here, take out our mounting plate. And then we'll get our screws out too. So this comes with 2 screws. These are the 2 screws to mount the mounting plate to the back of the wood panel here. And this screw here is actually to run through the mounting plate and into the fan to hold it in place. Okay, we're going to start with mounting the beard in the plaque here. So when you spin it around, there should be 2 screws on the back side here. We're going to loosen those up with the drill. So now that we got the back off here, we're going to mount the beard right into this cutout, and then we can proceed to put this back together. You want to be careful when you put that back together there so you don't strip out the screws. And now that we have the back put on, our beard is mounted, and we're ready to mount the fan. Alright, to mount the fan, we're going to flip the plaque over. We're going to grab our fan here. We're going to flip it over. We'll grab our mounting plate. The mounting plate has 2 screws on the bottom and then 2 pre-drilled holes in the back of the plaque. We'll line this up. We'll grab a screw. And we'll start with our first one. We'll grab the other screw. Get that lined up. You want to make sure that you use the pre-drilled holes so you don't split the plaque. Before tightening, we'll straighten out our fan a little bit and then we'll tighten these down. Now that we got our mounting plate on there, we can see how straight we are, and we can do any little adjustments that you want to on the fan here, because it will move a little bit. We'll get that cleaned up there, and we basically have a mounted fan now with our beard. Now we're going to do the feet. Okay, now that we got our fan and our beard mounted onto our plaque, we're going to prepare the feet, and we're going to mount it on there and hang them off the side. So these feet have been drying right with the fan and the beard for a year, so they're nice and hard and they're ready to mount. We're going to mount on the one Jackson's license, and that's going to hang with this mount on the wall. And today I'm going to use some paracord. I've used strips of leather before, but paracord works pretty good too. So we're going to take one of the feet. We're just going to tie the paracord around the top of it. Give that a good knot. I'm just using a regular overhand knot on this. So it looks like that. And then we're going to hang these around, so I'm going to measure how much we need. I'm going to cut it off right about there. So we'll wrap this one around and do the same thing. Put the knot around the back side. Make sure it's nice and tight. Well, now we got our feet hanging on our paracord. So to finish this mount off, we're going to hang our feet up over the top of this, the back of the plaque here. Hang the paracord up over, and I just tuck it in a little bit so that you can't see it. And then when you hang it on the wall, you can position your feet so they turn in. And that's what it's going to look like up on the wall. Where are you going to mount that, buddy?
In my room.
We're going to put it up in your room, huh? And that's the easy way to mount a turkey fan on a pre-made plaque. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell so you get all the notifications when we upload a video. And as always, remember to take a kid on an outdoors adventure.